ride, and then we riding, baby. Street say that we so crazy. I don't care, don't you ever try play me. I ain't tight, no test lights. I bring it on my worst nights.
Welcome back to another edition of Clickbait Media. I'm your host, Rob Cecil, baby. I want to thank y'all for being here, because today we want to try to open up some minds today. Get y'all to thinking, because we're going to talk about the Clotilda. Because Alabama had decided that they're going to try to seek to preserve the last of the shit wreckage that they say is the Clotilda. And while we get into this, I'm going to show you the photo that they have that they say is of the Clotilda. And I'm going to go ahead and get it started, because I want y'all to open y'all fucking minds up. So the Alabama Historical Commission, they filed last Friday the claim in federal court in Mobile for the Clotilda, which was discovered earlier this year, allegedly. The commission said that in a statement that the action is an attempt to prevent salvagers from disturbing the ship or taking artifacts from it. By preserving the Clotilda, Alabama had the opportunity to preserve a piece of history. It is a prime example of an artifact that deserves our respect and remembrance. Alabama governor said this now. Now, at the same time that they talking about this discovery deserves all complete respect, meanwhile in Mississippi, the Emmett Till Memorial is getting shot the fuck up. Now, I want to show you a few of the pictures of some of the Clotilda that they have actually found. And I want you to tell me, how in the fuck can you prove this is a fucking slave ship? Out of all the fucking wreckages that have ever been out there, you come up with a fucking piece of wood and measure it, and then try to fucking tell me it's a fucking slave ship niggas come off of, and you want me to fucking respect this? Man, don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. I don't even fucking believe that's a fucking slave ship. Prove to me what some slaves came off that motherfucker from. Now, at the same time that they starting to try to get rights for slave ship, they want to up and start pulling out this 3D model of 18th century slave ships where was captured, and they want to show how cramped and confined and dirty that the slaves was. And they want to start using this as their new digital teaching tool. Now, at the same time that they trying to get this digital teaching tool and preserve the Clotilda, Mr. President Donald Trump, this is what he had to say today.
In August 1619, the first enslaved Africans in the English colonies arrived in Virginia. It was the beginning of a barbaric trade in human lives.
So now you willing to admit that it was barbaric and it was inhuman because we was trading people, but you are not willing to admit that we need to be deeply compensated for the wrong of y'all did and the wrong that y'all are still doing. Okay?
Today, in honor, we remember every sacred soul who suffered the horrors of slavery and the anguish of bondage. More than 150 years later, at America's founding, our Declaration of Independence recognized the immortal truth that all men are created equal.
If all men were created equal, Mr. President, please tell me how these police officers are able to get away with killing people, and they know it was not right, but they found a way to justify the killing without the officers going to jail. Officers stick together, so does the government.
Yet it would ultimately take a civil war 85 years after that document was signed to abolish the evil of slavery. It would take more than another century for our nation, in the words of Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., to live out the true meaning of its creed and extend the blessings of freedom to all Americans.
Now, Mr. President, you know is you putting on a front for the people. Alright? And you know that is not true. Because everybody is not free. This is the modern day slavery. But you is going to acknowledge what we have done right now. And on top of that, I want to thank you for acknowledging how important we were and the hard work we have. So go ahead and bake yourself in for our compensation. Because I kind of like the way you going to state how we offended your country. Not just our country as in our country. You were saying our country as meaning y'all country.
In the face of grave oppression and grave injustice, African Americans have built, strengthened, inspired, uplifted, protected, defended, and sustained our nation from its very earliest days. Last year, I was privileged to sign the law establishing a commission to commemorate the arrival of the first Africans to the English colonies and the 400 years of African American history that have followed.
Now, Mr. President, I want to know, why are y'all steady keeping up with this slave narrative so strong? Y'all want to ensure that it is taught that all black folks come from Africa, when y'all will not even come up with the narrative to teach that we were already here when y'all landed. Still, in fact, y'all might have did bring a few thousand Africans, but still, it's plenty of proof that we were still here and that not all of us came from Africa. But you want to tell us all people are created equal, but you is not equally treating us. If people were all equal, why are you separating children from their parents? Meaning the immigrants that you call, that are the Mexicans that was here first in their country that y'all kicked off. But when they come back in the country, you split them up and put them in cages. Now this is the time. This is what I was glad old boy did what he did. Like right now, shut him up.
Right here in Virginia, your predecessors. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, the Trump supporters didn't want to hear that. But they was doing all that clapping when he was saying that our people were created equal. Now how you gonna boo this man when this man is telling the truth about you can't send us back? You can't goddamn motherfucking lock us away in cages, reunite our families. But they ain't equal about that. They want to boo the man. Well, he asking for us to be treated equally. But that just show you what Trump supporters do. They two-sided. They tell you one thing, but go another way. How you gonna clap for unity, but boo against it at the same time? You see how stupid that sounds? That's just stupid. But give it up for this man for standing up for what he believed in, because I'm all for him. And if you like like this video, please comment because we need to talk about some things. Get this situation and stories out. So be sure to please like, share, subscribe, and comment below for more commentary. I'm your host, Rob Caesar, baby, and this is Clickbait Media. I'm up out of here. Peace.
Riding, then we're riding, baby. Squeak, say that we so crazy. I don't care, don't you ever try play me. I ain't tight, no test lights. I bring it on my worst nights.